Man, I should have believed him when they really said a cold front was coming in. I am so chilly right now. Excuse me, sir, can I borrow your jacket?
You know, I don't know if I can give this one up.
Wait a minute. Is that one of those Masters jackets?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, of course it is. You're Patrick Reed, and that's what you wear. It's par for the course when you win Masters tournaments. Great Day Houston starts now.
Everybody's moving, KHOU is grooving. I'm feeling it 'cause it's gonna be. We're about to get it going. Our happiness is showing. We're rocking it 'cause it's gonna be. Great day. Great day in Houston. Great day.
And now, here's your host, Deborah Duncan.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Great Day Houston. My first guest is a professional golfer who has earned the nickname Captain America, strongly representing the USA in the Ryder Cup. In addition, he has competed in the Olympics and is the current Masters Tournament champion. Patrick Reed joins us today. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, just have to say that you're not wearing the green coat and tie right now because that was a very special outfit, right? So we used it to tee off the show, but we've put it back in its rightful place right now, the garment bag.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, so you say that golf has basically been a part of you since the day you were born. There's a great story that your parents tell.
Yeah, you know, I'll never forget when I was little in the backyard, had the wiffle ball clubs going, and all of a sudden mid-swing, and our dog runs out to grab the ball. And as you know, it's very hard to stop your swing mid-swing.
Yeah.
And I just kept going, hit the dog. Dog kind of rolled over. My mother was like, "Oh no, you might have killed the dog." So she runs against the neighbor. Neighbor comes over. And like the dog's just laying there, and I'm just kind of standing there. I'm a little kid, I don't know what's going on. The dog just kind of shakes its head, stands up, looks at me, and goes, "Is that all you got?"
Yeah, right. And then when you were born, your dad came running in off the golf course. He was in his golf shoes when he ran in to see you.
Exactly. So you know, golf's in my blood, and you know, it was fate.
Yeah, there's a couple of things I think parents are concerned about getting toddlers. One, of course, is like drumsticks, right? The other is a golf club.
Exactly.
So those early days of handling a golf club, did you always kind of have it down?
No, there's a lot of just crazy swings when you're little. You know, you just kind of swing it around. You know, Windsor Wells and my daughter, when we hand her a golf club, she just kind of swings it around.
Yeah, get
and
out of the
you're worried
way,
about
right?
things getting broken in the house, but. You know, it's one of those things that, as a little child, any time you get any kind of club or something in your hand, it's just just to get the familiar. You know, the familiar.
It becomes like an extension to you when you use it the way you have.
And how many times I've swung it, it's just.
Yeah. The great thing about golf, I think, is that it's one of those things that very few people will even master. Even those who win the Masters, you can't guarantee the next time around that you'll have the best game that you ever had, right?
Exactly. It's such a humbling game because you go out and you win the Masters, and then all of a sudden you go and pick up a club the next day, and you act like you've never picked up a club before in your life, and then all of a sudden the next day you're hitting it back, perfect, and that's just the way golf is. There's so many ups and downs, and one day you feel like you're really good.
Game, right?
Exactly, and it's all mental. I feel like nowadays you have to be mentally strong in order to play.
When did you figure out that you weren't just good, but you're really good?
I would have to say, I always thought I was really good at the game of golf, but I think the biggest thing was right after my last year in college when I won my second NCAA title at Augusta State and went 6-0 in match play. And the guys I played, Peter Uihlein, who plays on the PGA Tour, Chesson Hadley plays on the PGA Tour, Harris English PGA Tour,
Yeah.
and these are all guys that I was able to fend off and beat to help our team win. And when you see that and things like that happen, it just gives you more confidence and gives you that belief that you belong out there.
Yeah. Your wife used to caddy for you?
She did.
That's pretty cool.
It was unbelievable. It takes a special person to come up to you and say, you know what, she was a nurse at the time, and she's like, I'll put my career on hold and help you, go out and practice every day and go out and Monday qualify and play in golf tournaments. And I had no status anywhere, so you didn't know what entailed. I mean, we knew my talent level, but you're not on tour yet. And for her to basically put her career on hold and come out and try to help me, strive and become the golfer I am, meant a lot. And it was awesome to have her on the bag and go through those hard times, and then also to get our first win together.
Yeah. All right. Take us to that moment where it's like you're like clinch time. It's like when you realize this is it right here. This is the difference between that jacket or not.
So for me, that difference would have been, well, of course, on the 18th green, but really I felt like the tournament was won on hole 12. It seems like every single Masters tournament and the winner of the tournament on Sunday, the hardest hole to get through is number 12, the par 3.
Yeah.
So many guys have hit in the water, they've hit in the back bunker, made bogey, and for me to knock it on the green and make the putt for birdie, I knew at that point that as long as I just played normal golf coming in, didn't just catastrophically have, meltdown at some point, that it was going to be, that it was going to come down to, just me playing normal golf. And I felt like that was the biggest moment. And then, that putt on 18, luckily I was able to see it go by the hole, so I knew exactly what the putt did. And from that point, it's just, all right, just remind yourself, breathe. And just, you've made a million of these 3-footers in your career.
You can make a million and one.
It's still the same thing, whether it's a 3-footer at home or a 3-footer at, to win the Masters, it's still a 3-foot putt.
Yeah.
And I kept on trying to tell myself that, to bring it back just to reality and into perspective, that you do this every day.
Yeah.
And it was able to knock it in.
My friends who love golf and anything to do with golf. So they're great for buying Christmas presents for, because anything that has golf related to it, they love. This would be a great golf present right here, right?
It would be an unbelievable golf present.
What kind of watch is that?
The Hublot watch that they just came out with, the golf watches, is unreal. Just the edginess and just the classy look it has, but also to be able to count your strokes, change it to holes, and the awesome thing about it is how light it is.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even feel like it's on your wrist. So
yeah, which when you're playing golf, you don't feel anything.
Exactly.
Do you?
So there's there's nothing that's going to bother you while you're playing or swinging. A lot of watches guys have, and you wear, they're heavy, and you try to pick up a golf club with it, and you feel like you got a sledgehammer on your left hand.
Yeah.
You feel like you can't swing, but you don't even feel this. And
wow.
It's unbelievable.
All right. Obviously, with celebrity comes the ability to have a voice, and so you have the Team Reed Foundation, and you're able to do some charitable work. What are the things that are closest to your heart?
The biggest thing is we actually just got done the other day. We went out to Klein ISD Education Foundation, and we donated, and we went out to the golf course, and started off the tournament, because anytime you can give back, especially to the teachers, and to give back to schools where it helps better the education for children and helps grow the children in our next generation, so they can be better than us. And we keep on striving for excellence. I feel like it's very important. And we helped out a lot with Harvey, with what happened here in Houston, because there's nothing like Houston strong, keeping our city and our community strong, and always looking to better everything we touch and are a part of.
Let me round out with, there's a lot of emphasis on football in Texas and basketball, but with golf, what does that do for especially kids, in terms of their just kind of mental health, and just, going through when they have all the hecticness of school and stuff? What does golf do for people in general?
Well, I think the biggest thing is it helps round you as a human being, as a person, because there's a lot of things that are hidden in golf that you need to learn: integrity, responsibility, respect, time management, because all these other sports you practice in the games are short compared to golf. I mean, golf is 4.5, 5 hour rounds, four rounds, so there's a lot of time. And when you can practice and play tournaments and go to school, you have to be really good with your time management, and be really responsible on, okay, this is what I have to do, this is what I have to accomplish in order to get through the day, in order to be successful and improve. Because I'm a firm believer that I'm just trying to improve on one aspect of my life every day, no matter what it is, whether it's golf, fitness, health, being a dad, being a husband, anything. If I feel like I've improved on something every day, then I'm living life I'm supposed to, and I'm going to keep on bettering myself as years go on.
Yeah. And then one last question: Does Tiger ask about me?
He does all the time.
Right. I know. Listen, thank you so much for coming in, and again, congratulations on all your success, and we look forward to seeing more.
Thanks so much.
All right, everyone, give a nice, good golf clap. There you go. To keep up with Patrick, head to greatdayhouston.com, where we have collected links to his social media accounts.